You go outside and there's tons of snow and it's really cold. It makes you think that global warming is a hoax.
Right.
I understand that that's naive, but why is it naive? It's not just about global warming in one way. It's about extremes. You got big drought out there, big snow here.
Because the changing climate is already harming Western communities struggling with drought and coastal cities dealing with floods.
And yeah, I totally get it, and it takes me back to being a child in the blizzard of '78 and, you know, playing in the snow. But I can only do so many fun, awestruck stories about the weather and these extraordinary weather events without saying this is because of climate change.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not just a humanitarian imperative, and that's what we're seeing in the Philippines right now, but it's an economic imperative. When you look at the numbers.
Every single storm is affected. There's more moisture. The storms are getting stronger. The stronger storms are getting more frequent. And you know, this is the second time in 2 years that a part of Manhattan has been shut down.
Folks, second year in a row, the New York metro area hit by this stuff. Let's not bury our heads in the sand when it comes to something has changed in the Atlantic. The climate has changed. It's called climate change, folks.
There is a dramatic increase in gun violence when it is warmer, and we are having this climate change effect that is driving that.
Haven't the storms, Superstorm Sandy, Irene last year, haven't all of these recent storms and the fluctuations in temperature taught us, if nothing else, that we have a real climate problem?
Well, back to our top story, the blizzard. Every time we see a storm like this lately, the first question to pop into a lot of people's minds is whether or not global warming is to blame.
And remember, this is hardly the only climate-related disaster that we've had this year. 65% of the United States has been affected by a very widespread and extreme drought this year. Food prices have been affected. Much of the West, including the epic fire in Colorado Springs, was on fire this summer.
We've got to do something now to stop climate change. It's happening now faster than we ever expected. Droughts, superstorms, everything that are almost biblical.
And why did President Obama try to move the ball on global warming and climate change today? Well, because cities like Miami are about to turn into Atlantis if we don't do something about this. They're only 5 feet in the air, Miami.
You know, talk about something else that's falling from the sky, and that is an asteroid. What's coming our way? Is this an effect of perhaps global warming, or is this just some meteoric occasion?